guys, Tbo2 here for something extremely different and honestly long in the coming. So this is my Bedrock Edition TARDIS tutorial, episode 1. This TARDIS doesn't have an exterior yet, obviously. That'll come in the future. I'm going to try to the best of my ability to make most of the features for my TARDIS in Bedrock. So in this first episode, we're going to go over how to summon the TARDIS entity, how to make a functioning TARDIS key, and how to make that link to your TARDIS interior. So let's begin. The first thing you're going to need is your TARDIS armor stand, obviously. And in Bedrock, it's a little different. You don't summon it with commands. You can just place down a normal armor stand and then use a name tag to give it the name, just like so. And you can see we have our armor stand called TARDIS. Obviously, it is not invisible or invulnerable or anything of that nature, but if I figure out how to do that, I will cover that in later episodes, because I'm not too familiar with Bedrock Edition, as you can imagine, so yeah. More to come. This is just the basics, really. And obviously, you're going to have to build an interior, so just do that. I have mine in the sky. This is what I have for my interior. Literally just a platform in the sky with a really bad console and a door with a pressure plate and a command block for going outside. But we need to cover how to go inside first, and that would be we need to grab the coordinates that we want to teleport to. So that would be maybe here, for example. And so we'd grab these coordinates. We could like type them in the chat, write them down, whatever we want. But I don't think there's a way to copy them, so you're just going to have to do that. So in this case, it's 2,181,4. We're going to head back down to our command block, and I'll show you how all this works. So what you're going to want to do is get your iron nugget item, and as you can see, that's what it does. It just teleports us in when we hold it. So a little bit different to what we're used to, but it will obviously work. So yeah, I'll show you how to do that. So as I said, you do want to keep track of your coordinates. And what you want to do is have a repeating and always active command block, a comparator, and an impulse needs redstone command block. If we start here, this is basically testing if the player nearest to the TARDIS has an iron nugget in their hand. And it works a little bit differently than Java. For the most part, the execute command has been changed to be more similar to Java, but there's bits of this that are a bit different. So we want to do execute as at e name equals TARDIS at s, meaning we're running this command as if the TARDIS entity is running it at its position, and if the nearest player at P, if that entity, and then we're doing some NBT, so we put that in square brackets, and the NBT we're doing is has item equals, then we're going to open some curly brackets, and of course these are going to close at the end, and we have item equals iron underscore nugget. Now we haven't detected if the item has a specific name, so we may need to do that in the future as well. Item, iron nugget, and then location will determine what slot it's in, and we want it to be in where we are holding it. So location equals slot.weapon.mainhand, comma, slot equals 0. And yeah, once we are holding our main hand, this comparator will go off and this command block will be activated. And in this one, we just have execute as at e name equals TARDIS at s, run TP at P with that exact same NBT data, meaning they are still holding that iron nugget in their main hand. They're going to teleport them to those coordinates, which were 2,181,4. Obviously, the coordinates will be different for you, but for this example, that's what we have. And so yeah, when we hold this item, we will get teleported inside. So yeah, once you've set up these command blocks, you will be able to hold your TARDIS key or your iron nugget and get teleported inside. Now, as for exiting your TARDIS, you're going to need a pressure plate just behind your doorway with a command block down here. And what this command block is going to do is very simple. It's just simply /TP at P at E name equals TARDIS. And that is simply teleporting the nearest player to the TARDIS entity. And as you can see, it does exactly that. But yeah, that's really all we have for now for the Bedrock Edition TARDIS. As I said, I will continue to make more episodes as I figure out more things about Bedrock Edition. We will make a modeled exterior in some way or fashion, make this TARDIS able to move around, change chameleon circuits. So yeah, stick around for that. Anyhow, I've been Tbo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Tbo2it, to follow my Twitter, which is also Tbo2it, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. Goodbye.